Did you know you are currently operating the most complex and amazing machine on the entire planet? Yeah, it's your body. But how much do we really know about how it all works? Well, today we're going to take a peek under the hood. We're going to look at the blueprint, fire up the engine, and learn the language of this incredible machine.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Your body is doing millions of things right now. Your heart is beating, you're breathing, maybe you're shifting in your chair, all of it happening without you even thinking about it. So how does it all work? Well, to figure that out, we've got to go deep, past the skin, and start with the very foundation of you.
And that foundation, that's your skeletal system. It's literally the blueprint for your entire body. So if we want to understand movement, this is where we have to start. It's the structure that everything else is built on.
Okay, so how many bones are we talking about? 206. That's the magic number for an adult skeleton. But here's a fun fact for you. You are actually born with way more, almost 100 more. They just fuse together as you grow up. And this internal scaffolding, it's not just sitting there. Deep inside, your bones are like these little factories, pumping out billions of new blood cells every single day. Incredible, right? So it's a frame, but it's also your own personal bodyguard. I mean, think about it. Your skull protects your brain, your ribs protect your heart and lungs. It shields all those vital organs. And at the same time, it provides all the anchor points for every single muscle that allows you to move.
We can basically break that blueprint down into two main parts. First, you've got the axial skeleton. Think of this as your body's central core. Your skull, your spine, your ribs. It's like a fortress protecting all your most important stuff. And then you've got the appendicular skeleton. That's everything else. Your arms, your legs, these are the tools you use to actually move around and interact with the world.
Okay, so we've got the frame, the blueprint. But a frame can't move on its own, right? It needs power. And that's where the muscular system comes in. These are the engines that literally pull on that frame to create every single movement you make. And get this, we have over 650 of them, all working together. It's this super complex network. You've got everything from the biggest muscle in your body, the gluteus maximus, all the way down to the tiny little muscles that are letting your eyes track what's happening on the screen right this second.
Now, our bodies have two kinds of engines. You've got your voluntary muscles. Those are the ones you're in charge of. You decide to walk. You decide to lift something. But then you have the involuntary muscles, and these are the real silent heroes. They work 24/7 in the background. Your heart is beating. Your stomach is digesting. And you don't have to give it a single thought. They just work.
All right, so we've got the blueprint, the skeleton, and we've got the engines, the muscles. So now, let's talk about the language they use to communicate with each other. This is the language of our fundamental movement skills.
And this language, it really just breaks down into two main categories. First, you have locomotor skills. This is anything that moves you from point A to point B. Just think locomotion or traveling. Then you've got non-locomotor skills. These are all the movements you can do while staying in one place. And both are absolutely essential for, just being a functioning human.
So, locomotor skills. These are kind of like the action words, the verbs of our body's language. We're talking about walking, running, jumping, skipping, all those basic things we learn as kids that let us get around and explore the world. And don't forget the non-locomotor skills. They're just as important for things like balance and interacting with your environment. Bending down to tie your shoe, stretching to grab something off a high shelf, twisting to look over your shoulder. We do these things all day, every day, without even realizing it. Okay, so how does all this apply to our actual lives? Well, here's something we all get mixed up sometimes. We use the words activity and exercise like they're the same thing, but they're not. And honestly, knowing the difference is a huge key to actually getting fit.
So here's the breakdown. Physical activity is pretty much any movement your body makes, anything at all. But exercise is different. It's activity with intent. It's planned, it's structured, and you're doing it for a specific reason, to improve your fitness.
All right, pop quiz time. Let's see if you've got it. Let's say you decide to take the stairs at work instead of the elevator. What is that? Activity or exercise?
That's right. It's physical activity. It's definitely good for you. It's movement, but it wasn't really a planned, structured workout, was it? Okay, round two. How about this? You purposefully schedule a 30-minute jog for after work. Now what are we talking about?
Yep, that's exercise. See the difference? It's planned, it's structured, it has a clear purpose. So the main takeaway is this. All exercise is a form of activity, but not all activity counts as exercise.
So now that we know what exercise is, how do we actually measure what it's doing for us? Well, I like to think of our body as having a dashboard.
Like in a car, it's got all these key metrics that tell you how well the machine is running. And these metrics, we call them the components of fitness.
Let's look at the health-related stuff first. These are the core gauges on your dashboard. You've got cardiorespiratory endurance. That's basically how well your heart and lungs can keep you going. Then muscular strength, how much you can lift in one go. Muscular endurance is how long you can keep it up. Flexibility is your range of motion, and body composition is, well, what you're made of. All of these together, they're the foundation of your overall health.
Then, on the other side of the dashboard, you have your skill-related fitness. This is all about performance. Think agility, the ability to change direction super fast, or balance, which is pretty self-explanatory, or coordination, the whole pat your head and rub your stomach thing. These are the skills that really help you excel in sports or any complex physical task.
So, what's the big deal? Why have we talked about the blueprint, the engines, and this whole dashboard of metrics? Well, it all comes together to serve one single, bigger purpose: your total wellness.
And this quote really nails what being fit actually means. It's not about being some elite athlete. It's about being able to get through your day with energy and focus, without feeling totally wiped out, and still having enough gas in the tank to do things you enjoy, and to handle whatever curveballs life throws at you. So there you have it. We've just taken a tour of the user manual for your own incredible machine. You've seen the frame, you know about the engine, and you understand the basic language of movement. The only real question left is, what are you going to build with it? The blueprint is all yours.